Is the time for buying gold over? Greetings, Star Wars Stackers. How you doing? I'm the Stacking Stormtrooper. If you're new to the channel, I'm a guy in a bucket talking about precious metals, so make sure you hit the subscribe button, get the bell notification clicked. That way you get updated with any new content. So recently, as gold has been on a tear again, getting very close to 1,700 per ounce, I've been asked multiple times, Stacking Stormtrooper, should I buy gold? Should I stop buying gold? What should I do? And there's not really an easy way to answer this, but I figured for the sake of this video, I would just do a brief demonstration, show you my thought process, what I think about when I am purchasing gold, how much gold I have. I'll also talk to you about my pain points and which price I think I would stop purchasing gold. So anyway, why don't we just get right to the demonstration. So people have asked me, Stacking Stormtrooper, at what price do you stop buying gold? And for the sake of this answer, I'm going to just demonstrate something. And I've told people there's a big importance to keeping track of your purchases, how much you've purchased your items for, your gold coins for, at what spot price, look at the price of the premiums that you've been paying, etc. So right now, as it stands, I have 10.5 ounces of gold, and I keep track of everything on a spreadsheet, which I will show all of you in a future video. But for now, I'm going to show you the prices I have paid for my gold to date, and I'm going to show you how I keep my averages in mind as I am calculating everything, and I'm going to then discuss how much I feel is too much, at least for myself. There's really no magic number. It depends completely on the individual. My price point or pain point might be very different than the next person. So anyway, in 2008, which actually I don't even have on this chart, 2008 is when I first purchased gold. I had a lot more disposable income then. I was in my mid-20s, had a nice six-figure salary. I was in a completely different profession, and basically I had fun coupons to burn. So I had no kids yet. My mortgage was relatively low. I was in a one-bedroom apartment in New York City. So anyhow, back in the day, in 2008, I probably saw some sort of commercial talking about purchasing gold, why you should own gold, etc. I did a little bit of research, and I bought 4 ounces. So in 2008, I purchased 4 ounces. I'm going to write it over here. I'm reaching around a tripod here, so it's going to look a little bit awkward. That's why. So in 2008, I'll just write it down here, 2008, I purchased 4 ounces at $1,026. Now I purchased, you can see all these 10th ounce gold eagles here. I figured, even though these had a higher premium, I purchased these because I had the money at the time and I wanted to be able to afford the fractional gold. And I figured if there was ever any sort of, SHTF situation and you needed to use gold as a means of payment, I figured 10th ounce eagles were easier to use than 1 ounce gold eagles. So anyway, 4 ounces in 2008 at 1,026. Hopefully you guys can see that. Actually, let me look at my camera. Okay, yeah, you can see it. Okay. So anyhow, fast forward 10 years, guys. I didn't touch gold or think about it after that. So I actually consider myself to be a stacker in 2018. That's when I started. I've only been doing this now for 2 years. I thought it was 2017. I did get an inheritance of about 120 silver rounds of, I talked in a previous video of these weird religious metal round things. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, Medjugorje, whatever. Anyway, 2018 is when I started again. Okay, so I missed the peak here, which is great. I purchased all the way down there. Missed this dip, unfortunately, and so I've been buying gold right now from here up. So in 2018, my purchase of gold throughout the whole year was 2.5 ounces. I'm going to write it down, 2.5 ounces. And the average of what I paid for the gold in 2018 per ounce was $1,343 per ounce. Okay, so here I've got 4 ounces at 1,026. Here I've got 2.5 ounces at 1,343. Then in 2019, I purchased 3 ounces. I'm going to write it down here. 3 ounces at an average of $1,505 per ounce. So right now I'm buying on the upswing, which, you know, none of us really like to do, but I have reason why I continue to do this. And then already in this year, 2020, I'll just write it over here, 2020, I've only purchased 1 ounce to date, okay, at $1,581. Okay, so now you can see that my price per ounce is going up. However, luckily, I purchased these gold coins back in 2018, and you know, this is at least keeping my average low. So I'm going to show you real quick. All right, basically what you do is you just average everything out, right? So I have 4 ounces, and I already kind of did some of this in advance, right? So we have 4 ounces at 1,026, which actually comes to $4,104. And then in 2018, the total price of this gold is, and I'm just going to write it over here, $3,357. And then in 2019, my total was $4,515. And then this year so far, $1,581. Okay, so now let's just add this all up together right here. 4104 plus 3357 plus 4515 plus 1581. Oops. Okay, 1580. Whatever. I'll just add the 1 equals $13,557 total. What I paid for my gold coins, and then we're going to divide this by the 10.5 ounces, 10.5. All right. So right now my average is 1,291 per ounce. Okay, and right now at the making of this video, gold is sitting at around just under 1,700 per ounce. Okay, so right now I'm already kind of ahead if you want to look at it that way. And so right now, again, being that gold is at 1,700, my average cost is 1,291. I have to start now considering, you know, how close to the spot price do I want my gold purchases to be. And now if I look at just like some historical data, all right, and we're looking at the last 10 years, and I'm going to write again 1,000. My average, 1,291 is Stormy's average. Stormy's pew pew average, we'll call it the pew pew average. I don't know why. Okay, pew pew average, so stupid. All right, so 1,291, and then if we are looking at the year highs, okay, right now, the lowest right here, 2015 for the highs is around 1,298. Right now, you know, we saw these different highs. When was it? 2011, right here, 1,896. I mean, we were really close to hitting 2,000. And again, right now we're at 1,700. So what I typically do is when I'm buying my gold, I will look at the historical data. I'll look at the different dips, if it's cyclical or not. And, you know, again, I'm just kind of going off of what my average price is and how much higher I want to go. So right now, being that I'm just at 1,300, just about on average for gold, and gold is sitting at around 1,700, we're working with a $400 spread. Okay, so if I've got 1,700 right now, gold, what is today's date anyway? 3/8. All right, gold on 3/8/2020 is around 1,676, something along those lines, minus my 1,291, and let's be all exact, right? 1,676. Can you beat the calculator, guys? Minus 1,291. Okay, we have $385, okay, of like a swing here. So for me, what I feel comfortable with, again, is going to be very different than what some of you will feel comfortable with. Some of you probably have a lot more money to throw around than I do, and some not as much. So for me, if I am going to decide as to when I'm going to stop buying gold, I'm going to look at my average and I'm going to look at the spot price. Right now, I still feel like comfortable. I've got wiggle room, and I'm probably not going to stop buying gold right now. I'm just going to draw this line. Right now, we're at 1,700, right? And Stormy is at 1,291, right underneath this 1,300. Yeah. This is kind of challenging to do with, you know, the camera right in front of my face. All right, it's a little bit lower, but okay. So this is Stormy here. Storm E, right? This is my line. Here's the current spot. So I just basically look at the distance between the two, and I always keep track of my purchases. So for me, guys, my magic number, I would say, would probably have to be, looking at this number, I would have to probably say around, if my average gets, you know, keeps creeping up, I would have to say like right around $1,800 is where I'm going to probably stop buying gold. I'm pretty much going to stop there, because every time I buy gold, right, at let's say 1,700 or 1,800 an ounce, then my average line is going to keep on going up, and the spread between the two is going to continue to shrink. You know, if I had only purchased the 4 ounces back here, right? Look at the line we're talking about. Man, wouldn't that have been nice to have been buying gold back in the day? I mean, hindsight's 2020. No sense in beating yourself up over it, but look at this, right? So if I continue to buy gold at these higher prices, this line is going to continue to creep up and shrink. And then, you know, then we're dealing with the spot price. If it dips below, then my gold position is going to be worth less than what I paid. And none of us want that. And again, this is, you know, gold is a long game. You can't necessarily look at it as, you know, speculating or whatnot. It's basically just a savings account, in my opinion. But I still look at the average prices. I still look at what I'm paying. And I would have to say like right around $1,700, $1,800 for me is when I am going to probably stop buying gold. Somewhere in that range. Ask me in 6 months if we're above that, if I feel the same. My opinion can change, but until then, right now, I'm looking at, you know, $1,700, $1,800. That's what I am going to probably stop buying gold. Oh, let me just call it $1,750. Make it easy. $1,750. Once spot hits $1,750, I probably will stop and purchase gold. Anyway, I know this is kind of like rambling and this isn't exactly completely clear, but bottom line, guys, is to keep track of your gold purchases. If you haven't been and you still have the information, go back and start keeping track now. It's a pain in the rear to go back in time and try to keep track of everything. I'm telling you, the spreadsheet that I have is insane in the membrane, but it's incredibly helpful for keeping track of everything. So guys, keep track of your averages. Start thinking about your pain points, you know, what you feel comfortable with. Look at the historical trends. And, you know, again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a guy in a bucket, you know, just talking about precious metals. But, you know, ask me questions, ask other members in the community questions. There's a lot of people that are a lot more knowledgeable than myself. But yeah, guys, I hope this kind of helps you and shows you my thinking and how I purchase my gold and, you know, how I decide when to stop buying gold. Anyway, all right, enough rambling. Peace out, homies. Peace out, homies. What the hell am I talking about? So that concludes today's video. If you enjoyed this video, guys, please make sure you check out that video. This video is also awesome. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and long live the Empire.